Hi everybody, it's Sandra from the Funky Pickle Thrifter. Welcome to my yard sale video. I went to a bunch of yard sales with my mom last weekend and I thought I would just take you all along with me. There's also a little short piece of an auction at the very end. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
Hi, how are you?
All right, so here's my first yard sale of the day, and of course I immediately ask if she has any jewelry. Now she tells me she doesn't have any there. She does have some, because of course she does. It's her mother-in-law's, and she forgot to bring it, and it's not on the premises and all of this, so she's going to have to get that at a later date. And of course I left my phone number with her, so hopefully I will get that call. Here's kind of an interesting item. This is a Hallmark item. I thought it was very, very, very cute. So I think that woman was actually talking to me and I got a little bit of ADD and I just started pushing that button. Anyway, this ends up being a Wilton cake pan. I like to sell these. This turns out it's a Blues Clues pan. I thought that was Fleagle from the Banana Splits gang, really dating myself there, but I think it's Blues Clues. I did pick it up. It looks like I might get 15 or 20 for that. Yeah, I thought maybe that was some jewelry, and it wasn't. Look how lovely that is. Wow, that's beautiful. Just some glassware. I know nothing about glassware. I thought those looked kind of trippy and cool, but I don't know. Maybe not quite cool enough, if you know what I mean. I'm all about the paint by numbers. I love them. This is a great Collie Lassie paint by numbers. I asked her how much it was. She said it was $2, so that absolutely was bought. Look at that. Oh, how cute is that? I kind of wanted to buy it, but I didn't want to ship it, so I didn't get it. I don't know, maybe I should have. Very, very adorable. Some towels. Those were nice and clean. Look at in there. Belts, which I know nothing about. Nothing too good. It was such a beautiful and sunny day. Here's some more glassware. I thought that was kind of cool, that stained glass moon and sun. Not cool enough, quite. Not quite. Yeah, I bought this whole stack of these. These are mouse pads, but I know people sometimes sell them as dollhouse Asian rugs. I think there's 3 of them there new in the package, and then that bookmark. Those are actually cool. I actually have one from when I used to use a PC and a mouse. What is this? Yeah, okay, this is a different sale. Some children's books. Yeah, not old enough, maybe. Not quite cool enough. Now, I've been to her sales before. I always buy good stuff from her. One year she had tons of Yankee candles that I bought, which I probably wouldn't do now. Shipping is just so much for these days. Yeah, Annalee's, I kind of don't really know about them, but if they're cheap enough, I get them. I was thinking about getting this one, but I didn't. I don't really just know about it. Feather Friend Snow Lady. I think that's what that said. Yeah, I'm not sure. It could have been worth something. But whatever she wanted for it, I thought, maybe not. I found that. I thought that was interesting. That's an LL Bean mug. So it was $1. I actually ended up getting that. I don't know if it sells or not. I'm not that excited about it. It's probably not going to sell for much. So I might just donate it. Maybe keep it. Now, she did have a basket of jewelry. Nothing interesting to me at all. Nothing old enough. Nothing expensive looking enough. I think that might be a Trifari. I'm not sure. You know, kind of a little bit ho-hum for me and for resale. You know, I like them. I like them older. That was a little bit interesting. It was a train tie clip. And then I see something I am interested in, these Harley Davidson bracelets. There's 3 of them. They are stretch bracelets. I thought, oh, I'll definitely get these. And then they were $10. So it could have been worth 10. You know, I'm not really sure. Sometimes these phones are good, but didn't feel like it. She did have a lot of great skincare products, though. So sometimes these can really sell for a lot. And these were, what is that, Body Shop, I think, right? Yeah, so sometimes these things become discontinued and the price really skyrockets on things. I didn't really know enough about them, but I started seeing a lot of L'Occitane products. I bought all of the L'Occitane. They were $1 or $2. When I got them home, a couple were not still sealed, a few were. Anyway, I did take a bunch of those with me. Here's a saxophone, not old enough, not interesting enough. I think this is a student one. So I didn't really see that there could be a profit there, not for 60 bucks. So yeah, didn't dare. I don't really like taking chances like that on something I don't know. 65 is way too steep for me. Nice looking instrument though, but you know, then you have to worry about, does it work? Are all the pads there? It's a whole thing. I've sold them before, but I didn't even ask how much the bar signs were. This was sort of a pricey one. You could just tell, you could just feel the vibe of it. So I didn't even ask. Seems like it's a collector. I'm sure they know exactly what they had. So just sort of shying away. And who wants to ship those? I don't. And I don't know anything about them either. Kind of a pretty clock, but it had a presentation plaque on it. Makes it less cool. This was very interesting. I wasn't about to ship it, however. Absolutely not. Not under any circumstances. And you know what? I don't really like having, I don't know, bones and dead stuff. And, you know, I don't really like hunting and all that. That's my mom's hand. That's an auto harp. It's very old. The strings were really shot. Now to buy a string set for those is like 150 bucks. Yeah, my mom was maybe interested in those. I don't know what those were. And this was a, I don't know what that was, a Coca-Cola thing.
Wow, look at these feathers.
Those were kind of cool. I almost picked up the Gene Simmons doll, but it was so dirty. Just was sort of covered with dust, and I just figured the market may be saturated with it. That's the assumption I made. Could be a mistake, don't know. Certainly was easy to ship. What else? Oh, okay, something really good is about to happen. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Whoa, what is happening here? How amazing is it?
What is this? Just plastic, this thing? Yeah. That's hilarious. Wow.
Very, very tempted, but I didn't do it. Okay, moving on. I found these earrings that really, really rocked.
These earrings?
They are Anthropology earrings
Do you have
now,
any
and
other
I used to live right in that neighborhood near Anthropology in Manhattan many, many years ago. I love that store. These were really cool. They're new on the card, and the card is like leather or something, which I thought was really unusual. So I just bought them to keep, but then I started kind of thinking maybe I would sell them if the price is right. I have to just take a little bit of a closer look. And those earrings were $2. That was the only jewelry she had, unfortunately. So here I am just taking a peek, just making sure there's no concert t-shirts, and then I realized those were children's clothes, which I really know nothing about. Super cool hot dog shirt by Old Navy. Here's a rug. I guess that's a Pac-Man rug. I wouldn't buy anything that big. Know nothing about it. Here's some more stuff I don't know anything about. I was sort of thinking about getting these leather chaps. I always tease my husband about those. I always say, you know, I'd love to see in a pair of assless chaps. And I think those are assless. Is it okay to say assless? I hope it is. I didn't know anything about this projector. I was a little bit interested. Too big, too annoying. Then I have to test it. Oh, okay, now we're at a different sale. I see. That's kind of cool. That's to make sand art. And my mother just was in love with that bobbly thing. What is that? A dog, I guess. Let's see what we have. Oh, yeah, they had a lot of jewelry at this one. So nothing too cool. Like, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. Not sold on it somehow. And this is a Sarah Coventry. So I had never seen that one before, but I thought it was kind of not special enough to sell. I don't know, it didn't have enough going for it, you know what I mean? And here's some men's stuff. I was thinking maybe some of those were gold. So I'm thinking I'm gonna turn the camera off for a second. I checked them, nothing was, of course. But it's always good to just take a quick peek at them. I can kind of tell the difference there. I'm checking something. Is that gold? Nope. Okay, so this is yet another sale. I did buy a lot of stuff here, but I was trying to look up stuff on my phone, and I was also trying to film on my phone. So if I saw something that I wanted to look up. Oh, you see that bucket right there was full of pocket knives. So I grabbed probably 20 of them. I don't really know much about them, but they're easy to ship. Maybe I got lucky. I don't know. There's another projector. So they had some toys. They had a lot of electronic stuff. He was definitely into those drone kind of things. And I did buy a lot. I bought like a camera there, a very, very interesting camera. That's a digital camera that I think I might sell for a bunch. I think I paid 20 bucks for a whole bundle of stuff. I definitely bought that Airjet drone right there, new in the box. I thought that was interesting. But I got to show you his planes. Now, while I was there, somebody bought both of them. Like, they just snapped them right up. Like, you bet they did. Those must be worth a fortune. Very, very cool items. Love it. They were nice people, too. I enjoyed them. Yeah, I'm taking a look at a couple of board games here. Too heavy. I can't make enough profit on them. They just cost too much to ship, so forget it. Can't do it. So here's another one. This is a church sale, and yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff here too that I bought. Taking a quick look at the DVDs. Those Chuck DVDs right there sell for a little something. Not the Psych ones, surprisingly. I did look them up, but they were no good. All right, some games. I thought that one looked interesting. Wizardology. I looked it up, and that didn't sell for anything, so we didn't go with that. I always like buying stuff from church sales. Yeah, now I have sold some of these things before. I don't like shipping them, and they're actually not worth that much. You see those like Incan or Mayan. I always get those confused. And I did look up that other thing, by the way, that angel thing. It didn't sell for enough. Yeah, I think these are repros. I mean, with my luck, they're probably like pre-Columbian, like museum pieces that I didn't buy because I'm like, nah, forget it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're repro just because I've had, $90 that was originally. I don't know. That was probably my fortune right there that I'm putting down. Aw. Quarry critters. Yeah, just don't know. I was sort of interested in that. I don't know. Then I was like, oh, this is probably a TJ Maxx thing. I just don't know enough about it. That I was interested in, and she ended up not being, just wasn't worth it. Let's see what else we have. There's a great 70s chalkware kind of ship thing for your wall. Oh yeah, there's some of the mugs I bought. Look at that. Yep, I bought the Clipper Ship one. Yeah, the 222 fifth. I don't think that one's going to sell for much. I definitely bought that Salem one. Just thinking maybe somebody would like to have it. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, and then I bought that one. That's called Wiccan Lace. I think I already have those listed. Mother Shoperior. That was pretty funny, actually. Yeah, some random stuff. So weird. I had just bought a digital camera at the sale before, and then I found another digital camera, and then before I saw a projector, and then at the next sale I saw a projector. I mean, it's not like you see projectors all the time. You certainly don't see digital cameras all the time. So weird when that happens. I don't know why that happens, but it does seem to. I was a little bit interested in the Connects. I know those can sell, but I don't know. What do you do with that mess? I don't know anything about them. You got to count them. Are they there? Somebody's going to complain. That's just the bucket of trouble. I was also interested in that. That's like a robot dog, and I thought maybe that was valuable. But I looked it up, and it wasn't. That was insane. You put that on your shower wall, and then you put your kids' toys in it or something. It was adorable. I kind of thought about it, but I don't really have room for more crazy stuff. My husband's not that much of a fan of it either, so I have to, try to respect, his wishes too. We actually have a very neat house. I just sort of keep my crazy collectibles in the den, only in one area of the house. Everything else is like a totally normal house. My way, it would probably be crazier in other spots, but that's not his thing. So yeah, I try to be a good spouse. And that doll, by the way, that wasn't an American Girl. I was hoping it was, but it was not. Shoes I know nothing about. I always hope I'm going to find something. I bought some cool Chanels a couple of times when I used to live in the city that I sold for a bunch. But that's not something you see every day, not in these neighborhoods anyway. Yeah, continuing on, sometimes I can find interesting pillowcases or vintage fabrics or sheets or whatever. And then I see this awesome 1970s wall hanging that totally rocks. How wonderfully fun and some might say a little tacky. And I say that in the most loving and respectful way because I loved that and I did buy it. I think this sale was a donation sale, so you just like paid whatever you thought was right. So my mom and I grabbed not really that many things. We gave them $20. That was really adorable. I think my mother ended up buying that. I am always interested in buying Christmas collectibles. They sell really well, and I love Christmas, and I love buying them and putting them in my living room, but nothing old, nothing interesting enough. Sometimes old wallpaper can be a good seller, but nothing quite old enough there for me. A dead giveaway are those barcodes, of course. That's adorable. Doesn't go with my decor. So he was cute. I thought he was probably modern, and he was cute though. I think that might have been like Teleflora or something like that. And ho hum. Yeah, nothing really collectible here. What are these? Yeah, those are kind of cute. Who wants to ship those? Not me. They have to be worth a lot for me to want to ship that. Walmart, yeah. Adorable. Well, those were really cute. We bought one of those. The other one had too much crazing. Oh my God, those. They had the whole set and I didn't buy them. Too heavy.
We're doing Find the Elephant.
I'm going to see how long it takes my mother to find it. Well, you're going to have to look for it, I guess.
There's an elephant.
There's an elephant.
Definitely is. Keep looking for the elephant.
You can't find it?
No. Keep looking. Turn around. Get out. I love it. Oh my God, who made him?
Yeah, this lady was sort of following us around a little bit, so I had to keep turning my camera off. But yeah, here's this awesome Tilly thing from Asbury Park in New Jersey. It's like, has an affiliation with Springsteen and all of that. That was a very cool thing. And yeah, I was just seeing in there, sometimes when you buy old fuses, and sometimes you can make money on that type of stuff. I don't even know what those are, but they look pretty boring. But I bought that. That was $1, if you can believe that. His friend made it for him. That's a Halloween costume. That's from that movie, right, with Angela Lansbury, Manchurian Candidate. Is that what it is? I'm not sure. A couple of old comic books. Don't know anything about them. I have enough records, and I probably just should have glanced at them. But when it's later in the day like this, I always feel like the dealers have already grabbed all the good ones. I always see the guys looking for records. I took a look there. You know what? I probably should have bought all those Springsteen cassettes. I didn't, though. I probably should have. Yeah, there's a Halloween, what is it? A hat. Find your words. That's a hat. That was a difficult word. Now, some of those are mixtapes. I like buying those, but I have too many of them. Nothing too earth-shattering. I was sort of interested in those drapes. I don't know. They were not quite bark clothy, and then I thought maybe I don't know. They were a little musty. I probably should have gotten those too. I hate listing those. I always have to I take my curtains down, I put them on a window. I've sold curtains before for a bunch of money, but I don't know. They were kind of cool. It was like close but no cigar for me. Now, they had kind of a table of wall pockets. We bought that one. I thought that one was pretty good. There's some bananas back there that we bought too. I can't remember what we paid for all the stuff. It wasn't much. I think she might have hit me for $3 a wall pocket. So I got the bananas. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? And that was that was some really crappy camera work right there. Yeah, the woman walks in. Okay. I just shut it down because I didn't know she was going to say something about the, the recording part. Well, that's the most adorable little table ever. That's one of those old tables, but that's a children's one. I thought that was really great. I just bought that maybe. I mean, I was thinking about buying it rather for our house, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm spending that much time looking at that stuff. I bought those. Look at that. That's old. Those were in really pristine condition. They're probably not worth very much, but I couldn't resist them. Really fun. I mean, if nothing else, I actually just like leafing through them and looking at the graphics. I needed coffee really badly. It was sort of funny. I really needed K-cups, and then there they are. McCafe. I don't even know what those are. I hope they taste good. I didn't have one yet, but I bought those. And that was weird too, because then at another yard sale they had other K-cups. I don't know if I filmed that or not. So I actually found 2 K-cups in a row too. Oh, Charlotte's Web. Oh my God, that was the first book I ever read. Like, that was a full book. I was in 5th grade, and it kind of scarred me. I really hate that book. I hate the ending. I can't do it. It's too sad. I like happy books. Who wants to buy this? Look, it looks like baby vomit. What is it? Green chili sauce at a yard sale? Yeah, I might buy that and put that in my food. I had to turn my camera off because the guy started talking to me. Yeah, I didn't know. But he had these there. Those were probably worth a lot of money, right? It's probably a big fat mistake. Or, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm at another yard sale now. Okay. Just taking a look. And yeah, they had cool style. Look at those stools. Those are pretty cool. Look at that thing. Unfortunately, someone painted it yellow, and I don't like shipping it. That probably had some value to it though. And watch this. You're going to see something special. Yeah, I don't know. I figured that was probably new, and it is. It's a Threshold, right? What is Threshold? Target, I think. But look what I found. Yeah, it was 10. I can't remember if they took less for it, but I knew I had to have it. I think I'm gonna put it on eBay. I was thinking about keeping it. It's pretty light, actually. It must be aluminum or something. It was super cool. And then I'm just like chatting with the people about it because I thought it was super cool, and I thought they were cool people for having it. They said they, pardon me, they said they had it on their table, which I thought was really cool. I wanted to party with these people. I don't think that's old. I think that's a repro. It's too clean. Yeah, I'm not even going to leave that there because with my luck, somebody would pick that up. I mean, who else would be buying that octopus other than me? I'm the only person probably, but you learn from putting things down and having somebody step up behind you and picking it up. And when that happens, it's fair game. You can't say anything. So, yeah, I picked up this pottery mug. I thought maybe that was something special. It kind of looks like it's from the 70s, doesn't it? That font, or the 80s. 50 cents, but acorns, anyone? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that with me. Oh, look at that cool lamp. I like that. I found a very, very cool, oh look, my mother thinks she's gonna steal that octopus from me. Nice try, Mom. I know you want it for your house, but you can't have it. Yeah, some Vendome, not special enough. I probably should have picked it up. It was new on the card, but check out this light I'm gonna show you in a sec. Oh, that's some pretty teapots. Yeah, I just don't know about them. Yeah, I'm just going to zero in on it in a minute, I think. Yeah. What? Oh, I'm just going to check that out, make sure that's not a vintage fondue pot, which it isn't, but look at this. Check that out. So that's a ceiling light. And look at that glass. Polka dots. Yeah. Groovy, baby. And then, yeah, that hangs down so that it would nest inside that wrought iron part. And it even had the light fixture, which, you know, I wouldn't use that. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or sell it yet. It's very cool, and the ladies were telling me that that looked great on the ceiling, that they were really going to miss it, and it looked really, really great lit up and stuff. And then I think they had other antique lamps here. I probably should have bought them. Yeah, I'm just going back to take another look at this. I thought it might have resale value, but it was spray painted yellow. I don't know. How much is it? $5 or something? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was more. I just know I didn't want to deal with it. But look at these antique lights. Check these out. Yeah, they said 60 on it, but these people probably would have taken less. So the problem here is they're just so heavy. They were ridiculous. And I know they're gorgeous, and I bet you those would be beautiful lit also. Okay, oh wow, now we're at another sale. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know much about purses, but I usually just peek at them just in case. I did get about 4 Coaches. I think actually they're real too, and I got a couple Dooney and Burke's also somewhere else. I can't remember this one. Oh, I think this is where I found the other K-Cups. It's just so weird when that happens. I remember one time my friend and I went to this yard sale together, and we found bellows, you know, for your fireplace. So he used to be able to do this great imitation of the guy from I Dream of Jeannie. It was Dr. Bellows, right? Yeah. So he starts imitating Dr. Bellows. So we're laughing at this yard sale, and then we go like to the next yard sale, and there's like more bellows there. I'm like, this is so random. And then we went like maybe 3 or 4 yard sales later, there were bellows again, and then he kept imitating him, and we were just like, have we slipped into an alternative universe here? It's just so weird. Ah, some jewelry. Okay. Kind of cool, kind of antique-y looking. That was an almost for me. But I'm really very picky. That's kind of a cool 70s pin, I thought, but not cool enough. There's looks like some older stuff. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, kind of okay. What is that stuff called? That's like that clay stuff I think you can make jewelry out of. Some sort of putty or something. Yeah, I almost bought those. I picked them up. I was gonna keep them. I can't remember what they are. Are they Napier or something? And then I just thought they weren't special enough. They didn't really have enough. Yeah, I even took them, and then I ended up putting them back. It was a really beautiful day this day. Prices were right. Bunch of stuff I know nothing about. I thought that was really pretty. Yeah, don't know. Dunno, John. Yeah, lanterns can be cool. I don't know. Didn't have a name brand on it. Wasn't sure. Suede jacket that I know nothing about. Eddie Bauer. Looked like it had some wear. So I just said, skip it. Fishinopoly. Sometimes these weird Monopoly games can sell, but that looked like, you know, it's used and then maybe it's going to be missing a piece. And yeah, I was interested in some of these things in this free box, and I don't know why I didn't take some of those things in that. Yeah, good luck shipping that thing. But I didn't end up taking any of those things. Oh, look at those 2 old Schwinns. How cool are those? Those are great. I think I might go back to the free box. Yeah, I was sort of interested in those guys. What are they, hockey people or something? But, I don't know. Do they work? I don't know. Are they old enough? I don't know. So I skipped them. Even for free, I skipped them. Now at this point, my car's getting pretty full too, so that was another consideration. Yeah, I don't want to sell anything that feels like a chore, you know what I mean? I want stuff I really love to sell. There's a whole pile of t-shirts. I was like, what in the world is going on here? Maybe those are valuable. But I didn't know what they were. Some old dishes. Those are very pretty, actually. Something very classic about blue and white dishes. Yeah, here were some interesting artistic photographs, and they were numbered and signed and stuff. No, yeah, 89. Eh. Yep.
Okay. You have Coke, Diet Coke, ginger ale, canned iced tea.
I'll have a
or
Diet
root
Coke.
beer.
Diet.
Diet Coke.
Okay. Now, how old is this machine?
It's 60s, I think, 65 or something.
Cool.
That goes in there.
Awesome. What kind do you want, Mom?
I guess the same.
Diet Coke? Okay.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
Straws right here.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Thanks. That's cool, man.
The spark plugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a ground on it and just
Shoot it out.
carry it around a screwdriver.
So this sale was awesome. This is where I bought a lot of stuff, and they did let me in the basement. Yeah, there's the snuff can I got. So they told me these tins were $2 each. I just don't know anything about them. Now I was literally like the last customer of the day. And I almost bought that door knocker, but I think it had been painted. I was sort of feeling good about it, and then I had second thoughts and I put it back. I certainly appreciate how cool it is though. Now, I think they had just lost their dad. Their mother was in her 90s. Oh, I almost bought that too, but I didn't. But anyway, they had lost their dad, and their dad, I guess, went to a lot of estate sales and stuff, and he just had this huge collection of old things. Oh, cool. Look at this old thing. Yeah, of course it is. That's got to be.
Should have been here a couple of days ago.
That's what I was just saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
you still have a lot of cool old stuff.
Yeah. Believe me, the good stuff was gone like snap of the fingers.
All right, so I had to stop the camera because I think she walked over. I didn't want her to see me filming. So I'm always interested in old instruments, especially old guitars. That other one was all cracked. That says model G100. I'm not sure what that is. I was going to look it up. I was interested till I saw, I don't know if you just saw that, but the wood was all broken down on that edge. So I just put it back. Sorry, that's sort of lousy camera work. Yeah, they had some old glasses, some old mugs, lots and lots of old tools. This I was very interested in. So this is a doorbell. Now, I've sold doorbells before that are old. I thought this one maybe was interesting. I open it up. I don't see a name brand on it. I start thinking maybe it's not old enough. Not only is it not old enough, but is it cool enough? It's kind of plain, you know. It's got the white and the, I don't know. I just sort of started having second thoughts about it. But I did like it. Just not enough to sell it for enough to be worth it. Sorry, I'm like spinning around like a whirling dervish here. Yes, there's some electronics. I end up buying both of those items. They're really cool, actually.
Do we know if these work? We don't, right?
So I'm still poking around here. Who knows if those work or they don't. I end up buying them. I did end up throwing out that 8-track. I just didn't think it was working properly. I could have sold it for parts, but now I know old padlocks can be collectible sometimes. But I didn't buy those. I didn't think they were fancy enough. You might be able to find something good in that stack right there. I can't because I don't know enough about dishes, but I just took a look in case something jumped out at me. More electronics, too heavy, don't know enough about them, don't know if they work. I do love reel-to-reels and old radios and all that stuff. They had a lot of religious things too. Now, look at those. I didn't buy those. I don't know what I would have done with them, but they were really cool. I appreciated the color. Those were really awesome. Now, I think I start asking about if he has more stuff in the house or not, because he did mention that there was an old bar downstairs, because he went and got a bar. What are those things called? A beer tap for me that he said he had in the basement. So I asked. They sort of let me down somewhat reluctantly, but I did get a lot of really, really great stuff out there. Let's see where I start asking him. You can see he gets a little bit uncomfortable, but they did actually say yes. Here he is telling me he has the the manual for the 8-track player. I didn't throw the manual out. Maybe that will just sell by itself. I don't know. But we're just sort of talking about does it work and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, even more electronics. So once I got down into the basement, I didn't film down there. They had a lot more reel-to-reel players, like a lot more, and a lot more of this kind of stuff. That looked interesting, but it was sort of wrecked. Yeah, there's another one. Like, what's going on with this guy? It's like at least 6 of them we've seen so far. There's a web core. Yeah, look how dirty everything is. Really grimy, really dirty. That is an awesome antique sewing machine. They had so much religious stuff. Some old Coca-Cola, what are those called? Those aren't mugs, right? Goblets, I think they're called. Too heavy to ship, and I don't think they have enough value anyhow. And that was kind of a cool table. I don't know what that is. Store refrigerant here. That's probably a sign that would probably sell, because I think that was really old. Only who would want a sign that says store refrigerant here? An old clock. It's a cool old table. Oh wow, there's another one of those store refrigerant signs. That's weird. That was kind of cool. I didn't think it was quite old enough. Now there's a whole box of religious things, and they were very plastic. Very plastic, does that make sense? They were very light and just sort of cheapo things. I know I've kind of sold things like that before. I don't know, maybe I should have picked up a few of them. I don't know why he would have had that many. Oh, that one was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't buy any of those things. There's some old lamps. Also don't know anything about them. I thought those were pretty. Those would also have been easy to ship, but you know, there's like a little bit of paint chipping off, and then you have to worry about the electric part, and I don't know, the brass was kind of wrecked. Yeah, those aren't really cool enough to sell, I don't think. That was all Avon bottles. I don't think those have much value. I know the Genie bottle used to have value. Oh, this was dumb. See that? I was like, look at this cool old clock, and it's asymmetrical. That's interesting, black and white. So of course, I bought that, and then it's not asymmetrical. That part's just broken off. So, oh well, win some, lose some. That was kind of a cool old, I guess that's an old cigar tin that wasn't really worth anything. So here's some old fishing poles. I don't know a thing about them, so I didn't even consider it really. And here's some really super old golf clubs that I also know nothing about, so I didn't take those either. Those look like they're in pretty rough shape. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised someone didn't buy those. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you today is this auction I went to. I didn't buy anything. I wasn't really even interested in anything, but they did have some kind of cool stuff. I thought you might find it interesting. I like that. Don't have room for it. I sort of feel like at some of these auctions that I go to sometimes that women really have an advantage. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's a weird thing to say, but it's sort of like 95% of the people in the audience are men. And I mean, of course, men like jewelry and men deal in jewelry and stuff. But I feel like they are really there, like bidding on tools and tool chests. And I don't know, like they had some firefighter helmets there, and they had some kind of cool military uniforms. And I feel like there's not that many women there to kind of buy certain things. I don't know. I hope that doesn't sound wrong what I'm saying, but I think you know what I mean. I mean, women could sell tools and all that, but I don't know. I think that just is one of the advantages, because I think a lot about a lot of the disadvantages I have, like not being able to carry really heavy stuff or clean out spaces for people because I don't have the kind of brawn, you know. So I'm always like, oh, I wish like men have it good because they can carry all this stuff and do all this heavy lifting, you know. Anyway, yeah, these went for a bunch of money. These were Revolutionary War reenactment costumes. These were actually very, very cool. I loved those. They felt really high quality too, and they looked so old. Very, very interesting items. I can't remember what they went for, but they went for a lot more than I thought they were going to. Neat. I think that whole reenactment thing is, I don't know, there's something very charming about it. I really like it. I like the Renaissance thing too. I think that's very cool. Whoa, look at that hat. That was cool. Yeah, I was so excited. My nephew's been really interested in going to auctions too, so he came with his wife, so we got to hang out a little bit. I don't get to see him that much, so I was really excited. We had actually a very, very wonderful evening. He didn't buy anything. I didn't even bid on anything. I almost was going to bid on some old, yeah, see what I mean? There's the guy looking at the Playboy thing, see? Yeah, there's some wee stuff. Yeah, but anyway, I really had a great time with my nephew. It was just super fun. And, oh yeah, that sold for a ton of money too. That old car, toy car. Yeah, I don't know whatever I was saying before. I can't remember. Sorry, was I right in the middle of saying something probably? I don't know what that is. Some sort of cool looking, like futuristic for its day electronic. But you see how there's a sort of like a lot of these boy things, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I don't think that Johnny Lightning sold for that much, actually. I thought it was going to go higher. That was cool. I like that. And here's some sort of little soldiers or something. I don't know what those are. I don't know. Oh, you know what sold for a lot? They had some toy cars that were selling for ridiculous money, I thought, but oh, there's a bag, but then when I opened it I saw that it wasn't old. Yeah, just made to look old. Still really pretty. Not old enough for me. I kind of don't sell bags too much anyway, you know. It's not my bag. There's something very interesting about auctions. I just love looking at this really old stuff. Some religious items. There's a very pretty tray with mother of pearl inlay. I'm not really super well versed in antiques and stuff. You know, I kind of know what I know, and I do my little thing. Oh, that was super cool. I really appreciated that old toy box that sold for a bunch. Yeah, those were cool. I like that tin. It's full of straight pins, as you can see. I think there's a butter mold somewhere too that was interesting. I don't know if that one was one. Some sort of old fountain. That was kind of cool. I kind of like old books. I like looking through them, you know, a lot. I remember this one time, actually, my mother and I were at a yard sale, and I think the books were either 10 cents or 25 cents, honest to God, true story. And there was a Civil War era book there that we bought, that we sold for almost $1,000. It was super cool, and we read it actually before, we both read it before we sold it. It was very interesting. It was about something neither of us had ever heard of before, where these medics or medical ships would be like in the water, in the ocean down south, and it could be doctors from the north and everything, but it was this neutral space where you would not pick sides. You know, you would treat patients whether they were from the north or from the south. And it was just a whole book about that. I think it was like case studies, and it was very, very fascinating. And a woman actually bought it from us, and she wrote us a nice email, and she said that she was going to read it, and then she was just going to resell it, and that she was super, super into the Civil War history, and that's what she did. Jarts. I really wanted to buy these. I don't think those are legal in any state, by the way. A lot of injuries from those, but I remember those. Those were super fun in the 70s. But yeah, too dangerous. You know, we have 3 little dogs and everything. Just not worth it. I mean, they don't really get to run outside unless they're in the fence, but still. Some Star Wars stuff. Oh, I love that. That was an awesome gumball machine. I think that sold for a bunch. Yeah, I love buying those, but some of those were going for really ridiculous money. I mean, one sold for $8.50. This is the kind of stuff I really love to buy. That was a bunch of West Point stuff, but there was somebody there who you could tell was just there to buy the West Point items, so the bidding got a little bit out of hand there too, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'll pick up that stuff if it's inexpensive, but I can't pay that much. Yeah, I think those are, what are those called? Arrowheads or something. Yeah. Oh, look at that cool thing. Look, it's like a marching band uniform. Yeah, there's the old West Point things. Yeah, a guy was there buying all of those. It's kind of interesting. I guess that's his thing. He collects them or sells them or something. Yeah, the jewelry I thought was quite underwhelming. I have bought really great stuff from this auction, so I was a little bit disappointed. You know, nothing old. Look, I mean, yeah, pretty enough, but nothing super interesting that was really jumping out. Here was a whole old thing of baseball cards. Couldn't be less interested in those. Yeah, those are the kinds of pins I like to buy, but nothing was old enough or cool enough. That was just too much damage on those. Much too much damage. Yeah, that was a cool Victorian pin. Broken. Nice though. That was also interesting. Yeah, just kind of junky, right? I don't think that box sold for much, but I wasn't interested at all. Some sort of weird, I don't know, they look like 1970s colonial mirrors. Yeah, I couldn't figure this out. I said to the girl, what is this thing? And she said, whatever you want it to be. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, that's helpful. I don't know. I thought it was a vase or something. But, yeah, they don't care. You know how it is. It's kind of cool, though. Look, it's a fork and a knife, I guess. I think it was a vase. Anyway. Making sure there's nothing good in there. Yeah, what a snooze fest, right? Well, that one's kind of cool. Bah. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Artistic nudes, huh? Oh my goodness. Here's where they keep a lot of the better stuff usually. But yeah, just sort of slim pickings, I thought. Yeah, that woman kept moving. I was trying to film, so I kept trying to move that, and she kept putting it right where I was filming. Pretty weird. That's a cool Masonic item. Anyway, let me put a little snippet of the auction in here.
This one, the fire department's $50 I have on that 55 where? I have only $50 on it. 55 I have way back. 60, 65, 70, 75. I have 70, 75 on the left bid. 75 behind me. 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get
130 behind me. 140. Oh, 130, your way, fire, 80.
Lot 3, Inkwell.
This is an unusual inkwell. You put the ink in the bulb there, put the pen in there, away you go. Kind of neat. How about $30 on the old inkwell? $30 on it? $10 on it. Unusual. $10 on it? Nobody collects these things. I guess 10 I have. 12, 50, 15, 15. 12, 15 over here. 15, 15, 17, 50. So you weigh $15. Fire number 66, right? 66.
Lot 3.
Okay, we got the two reenactor uniforms you see here. And the make-believe pistol. Everything you see there, it's got the hat. Ready to go, yep, you're right in business. We'll be setting up this summer. How about $100 for the two? $100 for the two? 75, 75.
They're old.
Not gonna find it down the street, that's for sure. These are all broken in and everything. Wonderful. $50. Can't go lower than that. $50 on it?
Yeah.
50, I got 60 and 70.
Yeah.
80.
Yeah.
90.
Yeah.
100. 110.
Yep.
120. And 110 standing 120. 110, 120. It'll look good on you. 110 it is.
Well, thank you so much for coming along to my yard sale and auction adventure today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you really liked and what you thought was interesting. I would love to read that from you. Take care, everybody. We will catch you soon. All right. Cheers.